Yeah, had about a week off, so a little bit of rustiness, but guys had a good spirit, worked hard, really focused. The theme is obviously, fundamentals, getting better, executing what we do, taking care of the football, and being assignment-oriented on defense. And I thought the guys did a good job today of that. And our whole focus is one focus, and that's win. And so I thought they had a good day today. Questions?
How close do you feel you guys are to being prepared for what you're up against in terms of your progression?
Yeah, I think we're right where we need to be right now. I mean, I'm glad we're not playing tomorrow, but but exactly where we need to be. It's been nice to have an extended period of time. We kind of almost walked through it, and then we've sped it up. Obviously, we're not simulating it very good, but our guys have a good concept. We've got a lot of film studying and stuff like that, and these guys they understand that they've got a challenge ahead of them. So we're right where we need to be.
There's a rumor that you ran the triple option growing up.
Yeah, when I was in ninth grade, I was a wishbone, or it wasn't called a wishbone. It was called a broken bones. What we called it. It was a wing, and then you had the wishbone, the fullback, and the halfback, and then there was a wing over here. We call it the broken bone. So yes, it was my ninth grade year. Then I got moved to defensive back and wide receiver and tailback after that.
So you must not have done very well then if they moved you to defense.
No. I actually played as a sophomore. I got moved to the varsity as a defensive back. And then my senior year, I wound up playing wide receiver and tailback as well as safety. But I was always a safety from then on. I was glad to be a safety.
How do you keep the guys focused with the time off, the holidays, the travel, the bowl activities?
I think that's the number one thing. That's what I told the seniors. I said, one of the things that I would always, try to do, and some of them asked me, I was talking to Brandon McGee, and he said, Coach, what advice would you give me about just being successful? And obviously he's a really mature guy that wants to be successful. And I said, the key to being successful is focus. That's the key, man. Being able to focus your team, for 14 weeks, 13 weeks is a challenge, man. It's a big challenge. And the key is I think we have matured a lot as a football team, and we're about 70% of the way there. That's why we're 7-5.
Your letters of intent are in on Nick Kelly and Josh Tremblay. Can you talk about those guys?
Excited about those guys. Obviously our need at center, which gives us some flexibility. It gives us some flexibility with Mo, a guy that I think needs to play. So we'll probably slide Mo over to guard, or if he keeps doing that dough drill like that, I might play him a nose tackle. But no, Mo is a guy that we think. There's a lot of things, moving components at that center position. So we're excited to have Nick, a guy that has 3 years, which is big. I can say all that, right? If I say something I'm not supposed to, let me know. I can comment on him, right?
Yep.
Okay. But Nick's a guy that if we waited, he would be really difficult to obtain. He'd be a guy I think had a lot of people recruited, but he's at that center position, true center, shotgun center that we need, that can make all the calls very sharp and come in and compete. Josh is a guy that I love. Obviously he's got some height that we like. Tough guy that is very flexible. Reminds me of Finkenberg a lot, and which I think Finkenberg's really good because Finkenberg is very can play guard or tackle. So we like that, and obviously we needed some help and needed some guys in here in the spring training. So and again, both of those guys are guys that we create great pride in evaluating our guys. And I like both those guys. Both those guys will be good football players for us.
So Josh will play either tackle or guard.
He'll play tackle or guard. But he can play tackle. He'll start off at tackle. We always, we'll work from there. And we're not done yet. We might at that O-line position still look for some other guys too as well, because that's a position where we want to, that's a position I don't mind being over at, because that's where we have to win up front on both sides of football, and we're right on track where we need to be.